All right, folks. So we're working where we left off. I did figure out what the deployment problem was. I forgot to add the server build directory that's created during the build process, and so after adding that, it does deploy. So that's exciting. So let's take a look at rocketrental.space now. Oh my gosh! Finally, it has something that doesn't look so bad. Yeah, still got lots of work to do to make this work nicely. Oh yeah, does this work now? Sweet, totally does. Thanks, Amir. Yoink, 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 yoink. Oh man, thanks a lot, Amir. That is great. Okay, yeah, still got to fix a couple of things. There are a couple of things that need to be adjusted and whatnot, but yeah, it's deploying again, so that's always good. Every now and then, as you're building a project, it's a good idea to, like you don't have to worry about making it always deploy perfectly, but every now and then come back and see if you can get it to deploy. You want to have that, that workflow set up. So anyway, here we are with, where'd we go? Man, I'm bothered that my stuff over here doesn't show up. I probably messed that up with some other setting at some point, and now I don't know what it was. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I think we were just getting it down to more pixel perfect sort of thing here. So what are we missing? Just realized we got this focus ring. I think I like it. I don't think we're going to change that. We'll have to look at it when it's not so zoomed in. All right, zoom it out just a touch. Stick that in the top corner. Stick this in the top corner. This looks bold. Does that look bold to you? That's just the default font weight, so whatever. I think this is a little too big. Okay, so it's still a little bit big. Right about there. Okay, just to make it easier to compare. Yeesh. Okay. All right, let's see. So this thing, this is not going to tell me how tall it is, just right there. 64, and I believe this is 64. Yeah, okay. That's 14. That does not look like 14. And that's 2. Yeah, I think we could move this up just a tad. How do we do that? I think the padding top is probably what's pushing it down so much. So coming back to this, PT 5. is this? Oh, well, that could be problematic. Here we go. That does look better. Still not quite enough space below. 4. Oh, that's still 6. Yeah, that looks better. It does still look like they're a little bit tighter, doesn't it? Let's go another 4 pixels. Yeah, that does look better. Cool. Okay, good stuff. So now we've got a field. Oh, right. Let's talk about error messages. So we got error messages over here. Noob. So we got to go to components and take a look at this. All right. Yeah, okay, so the input will be aria invalid. I'm pretty sure we can do all of this this way too. So field input invalid. Then we want to apply border red, whatever that is. We'll figure that out. Somebody shared with me on a recent stream, find the nearest tailwind color. That's awesome. We're going to go with that on this here real quick. Rose 500. Cool. Kind of feel like I should just make a color in my config called error. Okay, anyway, then we've got forms, input props. Now, yeah, we do put aria invalid. Yeah, we're going to actually go with aria invalid on this one. Cool. So now we should actually be able to get that right. Okay. Now that's doing something funny. Why is it doing that? Okay. Well, we are getting that. The focus ring kind of turns it from red. And this is invalid because it's required, I believe. Yep. Yeah. That's not going to work. We need it to only show up if it's been filled in before. If it's dirty, there's not really a dirty state. Let's see if there's an HTML way to do what I'm trying to do here. Let's get rid of this stuff. HTML or CSS style invalid input if touched. Whoa, what language is this? Angular. Okay, yeah, nope. Not focus, invalid. Yeah, okay. That actually, yeah, that makes sense. So, not focus, not placeholder shown, invalid. Or input not focus, not, that's a note. Yep, I think that's what we want for both of those. See, and that's their min length, max length thing. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, cool. The unfortunate thing is we don't actually show error message or any error message. Oh, dang it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Instead of this, as cool as that is, I don't want to show a red border if we're not showing an error message. And I happen to know that we show an error message. Input aria error message. There we go. So we will show an error message if aria error message is on that element. Here, let's refresh. I cannot trust. Man, isn't that so sad that HMR, this has always been my experience with HMR, that it just doesn't work all the time, and so I just can never trust it. Man, it's so frustrating. There we go. Cool. Now let's figure out why this, I think I have an idea of why this is happening. It's because of that. Yep, that's what's going on. So all of a sudden this div gets bigger, and so having the label have that translate y with the top of 50% is not going to work. Bummer. I think we need the translate y just to be a hard-coded value. And we'll just have it be, yeah, text areas will be funny. We'll get to that later. But for regular inputs, I think we can just hard-code it. So, with that in mind, get rid of this top. And now, okay, this is, that should be when it's up higher. Otherwise, what is 1 rem? .5, so 1 rem is 16. So if I do 1.5, that puts me at 24. I want to say 1.5, but it feels like 1.4 is more center. So we'll do 1.4. Whoops, that was a mistake. That should be right there. Good. It's still there. Good. Okay, so coming back here now. Where are we? Forms. So we've got our error message. We've got our error list. Now the error list needs to be like this. Now they don't show a list, but we could have a list, and we're just gonna make it extend. So we'll have these fields have a min height that includes at least one error message, and then if you have a bunch, then yeah, things are gonna move, but that's pretty unusual, I think. So what's my color for this? Rose 500. And this is font size 6. Or 10. I don't know why I said 6, but it's 10. There's no 2xs. Okay, great. And then our let's see. Oh man. Okay, good. And then we also want it to scooch over. Wouldn't it be nice if it would tell me that distance right there? It looks like it's lined up with the text, so what is our padding left? PX is 4, so cool. Looks like those are lined up. And then when it's gone, things are moving. We don't want things to be moving. So we're going to say, how tall is this with an error message? Looks like it's 83. We'll say it's 84 pixels. Maybe we just say it's 96. And then, I mean, because normally you're going to have space between these things anyway. Man, okay, save this, maybe it'll, yeah, okay, HMR doesn't work with CSS modules, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Okay. Okay, and then let's go back to our design. Yeah, that's pretty tight. It's barely enough room for an error message. Let's see what we do if we just stick these two side by side. Get rid of that joker. And we get rid of that. Yeah, it's still wider. So I think here we're going to do height or min height 84 pixels. Yeah, that's as close as they're going to get because I do need to have room for at least one error message. And then if we have multiple, then it will move. That is just too close, even when you've got an error message. Huh. Yeah, they didn't really seem to account for error messages. I mean, they have a design for error messages, but this ain't it. So yeah, we're gonna back that up. Give it more height. Yeah, that's gonna look better. We're gonna have a padding bottom of 8 pixels at least. Yeah. That way, if we do end up with multiple of these, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, I know why. Because I specify the height, but we want a min height. Oh man. All right, fine. Min height of 96 pixels. Okay, so then we have multiple of these. Whoa, I'm like nesting them in funny ways. There we go. Cool. So we're always going to have at least a little bit of extra space. I think that padding bottom should be a little bigger. If it is, oops. Okay, good. So it is still big enough to account for a single error message, which is the most likely case. Barely, by like probably 1 pixel. So, yeah, and that's okay. Okay, great. Good. Okay, so coming over to our login here, then we need the type password. Okay, cool. And then we've got our remember me. So let's make a checkbox. We got checkbox design over here somewhere. Not that I can immediately. Oh, here it is. Checkbox. Boy, fancy. Okay, so radix has a checkbox. I think. Yeah, we are already using the checkbox for our toggle theme thing. Yeah, cool. So for forms, we're going to call it the checkbox field. And it's going to be, actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Pretty much the same. The difference will be, we've got our checkbox root. Whoops. We put everything in there. And in fact, actually, I think, stick that there. Pretty sure checkbox root renders a div. There's no placeholder for the checkbox. We can have an error for the checkbox. So we do still care about errors. But we don't have all of this placeholder shown, position absolute stuff for the label. Kind of thinking I want to give this a class name, but maybe what would be better is if I create another style. Checkbox field. Okay, and you know what? We don't need to do any of this nonsense at all. I just like the way that's looking better. Okay, so we are going to keep the checkbox field thing so we can have that whenever the input ARIA message has an error message, then yeah, we can show that. Okay, cool. We're applying the checkbox field. Then our Interesting. So it actually looks like, let's make this the div, and we'll have checkbox root. This is where we'll put this stuff. Okay, input props are going to be a little different here. What? Okay. We're going to rename these. This is now our button props, because that's what it is apparently. It is a button. Let's look at how this renders. That is a button. That's interesting. It just gets the role of checkbox. If I give a name, can I change this? I want to test this out. All right, that is way too wide. Boy, I haven't been in Code Sandbox in a while. They made a couple changes. Okay, it's gotta just be me, because Code Sandbox is always awful. There's, maybe it's because I'm using Brave. It takes forever. And look, it didn't even start. What's going on? Every single time, Code Sandbox lets me down. I want Code Sandbox to be amazing, but it is super not, and it's very frustrating. Okay, oh right, because I'm in. So it wasn't just that I was in Chrome. Let me sign in. It takes forever. Yeah, it used to be on the Pro plan, and then it was so bad. So I stopped paying. Man. It refused to connect. Yeah, of course it did. Okay. All right, I'll just have to figure it out on my own. Yeah, my question is, if I give this a name and a value, where does the name and value go? Does it go on the input, or does it go on the button? Yeah, okay. Hopefully it goes on. I guess it shouldn't matter. No, I think it does. Maybe it does. I don't know. We'll see. I'm guessing the reason they're rendering the checkbox at all is for accessibility reasons. There we go.
VoiceOver on break. Checkbox Radix UI. Break. OpenSea. Accept terms and conditions. Uncheck checkbox. Check. Accept terms and conditions. Checkbox. Group. Uncheck. Accept terms and conditions. Checkbox. Group. You are currently on a checkbox. Inside of web content. Accept terms and conditions. Check. Accept terms and conditions. Uncheck checkbox. VoiceOver off.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, I'm sure they've tested this in many situations already, but okay. Well, anyway, let's just get back to this. So we've got our indicator is this thing. And for right now, I mean, eventually that's going to be an SVG, I'm guessing. But yeah, let's see, how are we going to do this? I think what we will do is, let's see, where's this indicator? No. What we will do is have, we'll try to do as much of this as possible in regular CSS too. So checkbox field input. Let's see. Gotta come back here. So our checkbox field would be this div, and then we'll have a button. Man, they render the button first and then the input. I believe that button is the check icon, maybe? Where's the checkbox indicator class being applied? Oh, this is probably, well, I have no idea what this is. I'm looking at the background. Huh. I'm not seeing any of these styles. All right, it's break time. I'm going to take a break. See you in a second. Okay. So, looks like they render the button first, which means we can't select the button. Although, it does appear that they add data state, so that's at least nice. And ARIA checked, which is probably more useful to us. This is the indicator thing. Yeah, that's what the indicator is. So where's their button? Or check icon? Yeah, that's their icons stuff. So what I'm thinking is, I think I'd like to be able to animate the check. So that's checked, that's disabled, unchecked, that's unchecked, that's disabled and unchecked, presumably. And I'd like to animate the checkiness of it. I kind of, you know, they're not going to design an animated thing for me. I could ask, and they would, but I think what I'm going to do, yeah, it's kind of fun. What I'm going to do is, well, let's first design the unchecked thing. So we're not going to design the input. This is going to be the button. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's just hold on 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Then the label here is a little different. Yeah, okay, great. So then we have our checkbox field. And this has label props and input props, or yeah, button props. Yeah, I figured that was going to be a problem. Because this is going to have stuff that is not allowed on a button. Yeah, type button. It's fine. Okay, let's come over here and let's make sure that our label gets text white so we can see what we're looking at. Remember me. Every time I see Remember Me, it makes me think of Coco, which I did watch recently with my kids. We were supercharging, and just needed something to watch. We watched Coco. Okay, there's the input. Not styling anything there. And here's our button. And yeah, so they are using checkbox indicator, and inside of that they're putting their SVG. There it is. Okay. Yeah. So I think we will maybe not do the same. We will do something differently. So our button will, yeah, sure, we'll try that. Let's see what that does. Pretty sure everything on this site, all of the border radiuses are really big, but let's see what's, if that's 4, is that rounded small? Yeah, rounded. Yep. And background is this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to get rid of the flex stuff and all that, but there it is. Hooray! Okay, let's get rid of the relative and flex and well, actually, maybe we'll keep that because I think I want to animate it so that it like grows and shrinks in the center. Yeah, see, I need more access to this file so I can copy that stuff. I asked for it, but yeah. Make me, let's see, how big is this? A 8x8 in SVG that is a check mark in an 8x8 view box, please. Okay, so then let's see. I'm trying to think if I could just do all this in CSS or if I want to put this SVG in the markup. Like, I think I could just have it be a background image. No. Okay. Let's do this. Cool. That looks nice. So that's interesting. Whoops. Interesting that they seem to just say the checkbox indicator renders its children when it's checked, and it doesn't render it when it's not checked, which is an interesting decision that I do not like at all. So I think what we'll do, it's so cool that I just used ChatGPT to make me this SVG, and I'm like, yep, I'm good with it. It's perfect. That's wild. Can't even tell the difference. Maybe it didn't change because that is, you just cannot rely on HMR. Anyway, You know what? Let's worry about animating it later. Let's do the button when it's checked. Hold on a second. How bad would it be if we turn off flex? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we do want it centered in there. That makes sense. Okay. I don't think we need relative in here, though. Okay, so that's our border for selected. And if we're not selected, then what? I cannot get it. Let's just do this. Oh, we don't have a background, or we do. No, we don't. Funny thing would be if we end up with a star behind that. So I think we do care about keeping that background free. We're going to do a find replace of that background stuff later. Okay, cool. So now we come here. Dink, 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 dink. Beautiful. All right, good. And then, where is, I guess we're, oh, ask to edit. Can I? Oh, sweet. I can ask them directly. Nice. Okay. So we need, oh man, that's so annoying. Okay, there, 8 pixels. So a gap of 2. Flex, gap 2. And I think that's it. Oh, except, you know what, undo that. Put those two together. Flex gap 2. And then this will go right below it. Let's just test what that looks like. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and we'll want, they didn't design this, but we do want to handle this. No, ARIA, Yeah, I think we're ending up with cascade stuff there, so stick that down there. That's more important. Yes, because this won't have the ARIA. Maybe? Nope. Oh, right. This is going to be button. Okay, so that's a tricky thing here is I think the ARIA error message needs to go right here. So where? Oh, right, because I think that I am applying it to the checkbox root. Oh, I think they're not forwarding the ARIA error message. Huh. Yeah, what are we gonna do? What do we do? What do we do? Well, luckily, report an issue. No way. Here, what if we do are you described by? Yeah, okay, so it does have an are you described by support, but error message is not its jam. Yeah, okay. No support for ARIA error message on checkbox component. Checkbox.root ARIA error message error ID ignores the ARIA error message prop. However, ARIA described by does get forwarded. Well, let's see if I can reproduce this in a code sandbox. Okay. Is that not what it's coming from? React checkbox, right? Okay, well, whatever. We're just gonna continue. Hopefully it works. There we go. Ah, I cannot reproduce it. Okay, hey, that's good, actually. That means I don't have to open this issue, and that's why we have reproduction steps. Okay, so let's figure out what I'm messing up. My guess is my error ID is not getting set somehow. Yeah, error message. All of these components changed, huh? I cannot believe that. Ugh, I don't know. There's some bug in HMR. Okay, so we do, in fact, have something logged. And it's not in there. Well, that is very interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm not on the latest version of Radix. React checkbox. It looks like I am. Huh. Yeah, I've got no idea. I cannot be stalled on this, though. We will have to work that out later. So we'll just leave that as it is. And we will apply this like it is here. Let's just make sure that the styles at least work, if assuming the error would show up. So okay, good. So and you click on it and good. The label, I would expect all right, whatever. So we are pretty good here. Now, this is not white. It is the gray, AAA gray. Which I believe is supposed to be the same color as these labels here, so yeah, let's just do that. We'll go through and fix all the colors later. Okay, cool. So coming back to forms, then let's get rid of this errors thing. Whoopsies. Oh, right. Actually, bring that back. Got to give it some space. It needs to be at least as tall as if that error was showing up. So 55, so we'll say 56, I suppose. Okay, so then if we get rid of this, no movement, and that is the goal. Okay, great. Well, you know what, this border rows thing is bothering me. We're going to just hard code these colors until we figure out the way we want to do our colors. There we go. Good stuff. Oh, right, we need to rename this to button props. Let's be a little more specific. Yeah, component. Okay, good stuff. Great. I think it's not pixel perfect because the pixels are imperfect, but it is pretty good. We still need to move forgot password and have a new here, create an account thing here. So let's do that. Okay, this star field thing is bothering me. So we're going to make these things smaller. 1.5. or even 1.2 to 0.2. Yep, that's better. They could get really, really small on some screens, but I think most of the time they're gonna look about like this size. I love it. I think that star fielding is so cool. There's probably a better way to do it, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's do forgot password. So forgot password is going to go right next to the checkbox. Oops. Flex, justify between, and forgot password link. Well, let's see what that does. Great. And then text white is good. And it's not underlined in the design, so we will not underline it here either. It also looks like maybe we got a different font size. Font small, or text small. Yeah. And font weight here is kind of bold, so bold. Where is it? Is it? It's not bold? I'm pretty sure it's bold. There it is. Semi-bold. Good stuff. And then we've got login button. Where's my index? Oh, right, that's in my root. This thing, basically, we're going to need to abstract that at some point. And cool. Like, this is probably taller, 64. I do not think this is 64. That's 48. Is it 16? Yeah. And I think the font size is 18. Pretty sure text normal or base. Yeah, that's no, okay, so large. And its font weight is 700. I think that is normal for large. Yep. Oh, I do have font bold in there already. Okay. Cool. And then new here, create account. I do not like how smushed up those two things look together. So we are going to give it a little bit more space. All right, Copilot, what do you think I want to do? Come on. Fine. Yeah, here it is. Something like this. Let's see what that does, because we're supposed to, yeah, create an account. I cannot remember. I think it's items center. I always mix those. There we go. I think the font sizes are wrong. This, it's all supposed to be, hold on. That, what? Lazy designer, those are two different elements. How are you doing that? Okay, maybe not lazy designer, maybe just lazy Kent. I don't know. So I think we're gonna just go with base. Good, and the distance here is 24. That is perfect. The distance here, though, is 40. Yeah, I think we'll just put a tiny bit of padding top. Okay, and finally, on the login, I'm gonna have padding Y 10. I think 20 is probably too much, but I think maybe padding top 20 is good, but padding bottom needs more. What the devil? Holy smokes. What is happening here? HMR is the craziest thing. Add HMR and now all of a sudden everything is, what's going on? Sorry. Okay, I just realized I'm not paying attention to chat. Sorry, I do ignore YouTube chat. That I do not pay attention to. But I do care about this chat here. Okay, oh, isn't it so nice? I got a green check mark there now. Hooray! Okay, cool. Well, I think we can safely say that the login design is done. Cody loves you. Remember me. Login. And it works. Log out of Cody. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to check that off. And it is break time in 40 seconds. So when we come back from break, we're going to be implementing the onboarding design. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, that's forgot password. Yeah, submitting. Yeah, so we'll do the onboarding. Yep. Now, well, I think we'll just do the onboarding when we come back. And that should be a lot faster since we've already done the login. Like, in fact, I don't think there are any different kinds of fields or anything. It's all pretty standard. And it's already implemented. It just needs to be designed. So, yay! All right, I'm going to take a break. See you in 5. So I actually pushed and discovered I busted a test. So what I busted was the onboarding test where is it? Create a new account. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, it used to be new here was the link. Now create account is a link, and that's it. So let's fix test. Yes, and sync. Okay, let's see if we can get the onboarding page designed before dinner time. It's 5:06. So actually, I'm going to update my Pomodoro timer to 20 minutes. If I can't get it done in 20 minutes, I've just gotta go. So, onboarding. So let's go to create account, yada at example.com. Whoops. It doesn't matter, Kent. Why are you doing this to yourself? Oh, now that's interesting. Bad request. Oh. Okay. Did that work? I guess it must have worked. Yep, there it is. Okay, here we are. Onboarding. Hooray. Onboarding for yada yada, whatever. Okay. I feel like we should show, I'm going to add a comment here. I think we should show what email, now, you know what? They literally just clicked the link. But some people use clients. I don't know. They click the link. If they are able to click the link, they are able to change their email address. So that's it. Okay. Great. So we say, welcome aboard. Login had something very similar. Welcome. In fact, it's extremely similar. We're going to just grab all this, stick it right here, and well, I guess we'll take this form and stick it there. Okay. We have a period right there, and we have a period right there. I missed it. Okay. Okay, so we have a field. Get rid of that thing. This field is going to have a label props. And input props with autocomplete username, autofocus true. And then errors. Yep, that is it. Oh, it's so gratifying to finally get rid of all this duplication. I knew it was coming. I was planning on it. Any of you who didn't believe me, who's laughing now? Nobody's laughing, actually. It really doesn't matter that much. Oh, right. I forgot. Label props needs children. Username. Oops. Name. Oh, and we need to add the little star for things that are required. I think I want to do that like in general for everything. So we'll put that in the abstraction. You know what? Let's just do it right now. Should we really? I really like that I'm just like taking label props and spreading them like this. I think that's awesome. So I think we are not going to do it by default. We will just do, oh, you know what? What if we could do this in CSS. Yes. Okay. So, here in the label, input required, then after, yep, you know what I want. You're the one that won't. Yeah, we're not going to do a color. And same thing applies to checkbox field. Button required. I'm not sure that's going to quite work, but we'll just go for it anyway. Okay, cool. So that should fix that. Great. So we got our name, and now our password. Oh, come on. You're running away from me. And our confirm password. Give ourselves a little bit of space here. Amazing. How beautiful. Thank you, Copilot. I love Copilot. Copilot is like almost there with Prettier as far as how productive it is making me. I love it. Okay. Now this one actually, login. Remember, very similar. Here, oh, and actually, you know what? We messed up. Those other two are checkbox fields. Oh, come on. You know where the checkbox field comes from. Where's the field coming from? Yeah, checkbox field. I forgot, what do I do? Yeah, type button. Okay, and you might think, Kent, why don't you put the checkbox field, have the button prompts automatically default type to button? But I'm not doing this for the button. I'm doing this because TypeScript is like, hey, this props object has a prop called type. And that type can be like URL and email and string and whatever else. So we're overriding that is what we're doing here. You know what we could do though? We could do this. And type any, and then our button props, type button. There we go. So we can do that. And then this, what are you complaining about? Maybe, and type optional. No? Okay, what is it? But I thought I was overriding it by saying it. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Okay, cool. So now button props can be much simpler. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we got our remember prop stuff. And now we have our redirect to, that's fine. Our form UI, now, yeah, that's still fine. Yeah, okay, good. And the sign up button is now create an account, which sign up. Okay. And this button, yeah, we're looking at an abstraction that I'm just ignoring for right now. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot more space in mine. I think actually it's because I added space, but we can get rid of that. There we go. Joey. Boom. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool how it just auto-focused to the next invalid thing? Oh, I just love that. So we're going to skip this. We'll go blah, 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 blah. Or hello world. Hello world. And I agree. Remember, and then I go submit, and boom, it shoots me up here. That's great. And Joey Smith. Smithy. Yep. Submit. Boom. We are signed in as Joey Smithy. Beautiful. Yay. All right, I did onboarding. Here, let's just make sure. Whatever at apple.com. Yep, we're an Apple employee using Rocket Rental because we made our millions, and now we're gonna fly into space. Okay, so it's not quite there. So I guess this, whoopsies. This is okay being a little wider. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Okay, good. This is definitely too wide. So that's 386. And yeah, let's look at font size is 14. Is that the font size we have for these? Yeah, I don't think we have a font size for these. Let's see. Form. I think this should be text small. There we go. Ka-chow. Hey, and that works. Hooray! That actually does work. Huh. I'm glad that it works. And I'm glad I didn't open an issue for something that works. Hello. Yeah, it probably would be good to have this add the like validate as you enter your info. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Yeah, one of the kids threw maybe a rock at my window. I'm just about done with the day, and then I'm going to go have a talk with them about that. Okay. So I think we're actually good. I have more space between these, but that's because I don't want things moving around when the error messages show up. So, and kind of think maybe we could scrunch them down just a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's actually okay to have them scrunched just a little. So, where is that? Right here. Okay, so 0.15 rem and 0.4. Well, I'll just do 5 rem. Is there what is? Yeah, so that's what's P1? 2.5, yeah. So we're just shrinking a tiny little bit. And then that means that the whole thing all together now is, so if we do 90 pixels tall, so we can save ourselves 6 pixels. That's a little bit better. It did move. Do you see that? It moved. Why did it move? 95 pixels. How to get it to 95? Ah, man, I just messed it up. All right, let's put it back. I don't have time to fix this. There. Okay, I gotta go. But not before committing the changes that we've made. Implement onboarding design. Okay, it's good that I took a second to respond anyway, because I will be much more calm of a father. Okay, great. Well, the next design that we need to implement is the user. I mean, we probably should implement password reset and all this stuff too, but yeah, the user design all these screens or lots of them anyway. That's gonna be a ton of work. I have so much work to do because I have to finish all these designs by next week, so that I can start turning this into the workshop that will be the week following that. I think next time I'm streaming, I'm going to be looking at like reevaluating, okay, where are we at with like what needs to be implemented for the workshop. Make sure that I know that like I'm focusing where I need to focus. Also, I really need to start getting some of these assets like the SVGs in particular. So anyway, that is that. I'm going to go have a chat with one of my boys probably. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll see you.